We founded in this cooperative society in 2013.
2013.
I first worked, but now I'm the chairperson of the cooperative society.
Okay. So for this conversation, for the benefit of also our farmers in Masaka, we can mix a bit of English and Luganda. So you feel free, whatever comes easy for you. Yes?
Yes, you're welcome.
Today, not today, to sobola okutegeragana bulungi sebo.
Kale nyabo.
Kakati, so why cooperatives? Why is it to be of a cooperative?
Well, I may take you some way back that these cooperatives started in 1844 in the UK in a town called Lochdale. The pioneers who started the cooperatives, they were workers. You remember 1844, that was the Industrial Revolution years. Those people were working in industries, but they were mistreated by their owners. They were not paid in time. The owners, what they decided is they established shops where where they put social commodities, but those social commodities were very expensive and adulterated. So those people thought of a way of protecting themselves. Then they started the cooperative society, consumer cooperative society. That way back, that's when cooperatives started. But the word cooperative comes from Latin, coopere. Coopere means work together, work together. As you remember in the conference, I learned that we have so many entrepreneurs who'd like to start business, who'd like to expand their business, but the limiting factor is finance. So if the limiting factor is finance, but these entrepreneurs, they are
Okay, we seem to have lost Mr. Makindu. While we wait for him to get back on track, he's telling us about the history of cooperatives and why it is good to join one. And today we are going to be discussing the benefit of being part of a cooperative, especially for our friends who are growing coffee. Yes, we had lost you. Please switch on the microphone. Mr. Makindu? Yes, please. Great. Now you're back.
I'm back.
Yes.
I've been telling you that the only way, as they said that Africans, we are poor because we are poor. The only thing to do to chase away this poverty is to join hands. Okay? Yes. When we join hands, we can get finance, we can get money. And this money is what an Englishman call capital. But actually in Latin, what we call capital is the head. So when you have the heads, you bring these heads together and you bring your finance together. So it's the only way you can easily form a business and even expand a business. For us, we started when we were 8. But we are confused. We are growing coffee, but we are not benefiting from our coffee. Traders use it from. At the end of the season, you could see a trader buying a car, buying a motorcycle, buying a kibanja, but you, a farmer, you come out with nothing. Then we thought of how to improve our business, our industry, the coffee industry. So we came together. We joined the heads. We thought more. We started visiting each other, advising each other, getting trainings from extension workers. So the only way is to go deeper, stopping from being a farmer and becoming a business person. So we decided to become business. So we joined hands. We started backing our coffee together, taking it to the buyers. Also, the buyers were kitting us using their skills. We thought of how to eliminate these middlemen. The only way to eliminate the middlemen, but we had no money. We decided to, to mobilize our fellow farmers, and we formed the cooperative society. Because in Uganda, they say that when you want to form a cooperative, you have at least to be 30. So we mobilized other farmers, other 22 farmers. We became 30. When we became 30, we decided to form a cooperative society, and we registered it in 2013. So we started with very little money. But as of now, we have about 2.4 billion shillings. So I may say that the only way, hello, are we together?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
But you are hearing me.
Yes.
I say by now we have expanded.
Okay, yes. Now you've expanded, and I got your last point. You said you now have about
The assets and whatever we have is about to join our finance, our little finance, and joining.
Okay. Congratulations about that. I'm going to break that journey and tell us the transition being a farmer to this.
Okay, for some good years, but the benefits were very meager. But we looked at who are coffee for trader within months is able to car. What we came together out to join hand heads. So the 8 we decided to give each other sharing experiences, each other. Discovered being a farmer alone was enough to go into this. So that's why we joined together, together to say we tried as a group, but again we discovered that the buyers were using their KACFA weighing scales. When we heard that they said, can we want to get the decided to, we corrected our we decided to both during those days when business was not there, because they also business limitation for buying, but we could not. So as used it to able to buy pesticides, and we to sell our coffee together. I've told as we buy coffee together, we took it the stores, also business used to kit us using their scales with so we give this coffee to them because we are getting from them. They are giving us as before our coffee is ready. Then when we made that coffee and we decided to Kasali green coffee. There we found problem. We found problem. We thought of forming a cooperative, as I told you. Let's join. Let's form a cooperative society. Let's see a little finances we had. So in cooperative by shares. So we decided that share 10,000. Remember, become a to buy 10. He had to buy shares. So decided to call our friends, come and hands the cooperative. First of all, we decided our friends to join us. As we were business, as we are looking, but there is Diocese has organization. We are also within the area with women mobilizing the savings. As the women were saving, savings they were getting from coffee. So they decided to ask more so that you get more. Then directed them. There is a group there called the KACFA, Farmers that can work on. So approached us, to work together. So they were able to get us a herring machine. As they got a herring machine, they asked us to buy land and to erect a building where to install it. So we mobilized more members. They bought shares. As they bought shares, we got money to buy land, got money to erect the building, and we put the building in place. We put up a building in place, we installed the machine, we started hurrying our coffee. Farmers started realizing that they were, getting more than they used to get. So they were able to take back their coffee husks for fertilizing, manuring their gardens. At the end of the day, we started buyers in the Kampala, we realized profit and we share profit with the farmers. There is what they call dividend. Okay, at the end of the year, in the case of cooperative, surplus is not a profit. Cooperatives, they serve and the benefits go back to them. So when we get the surplus, we share it within the members. So we started not sharing all the but all this, retaining some, retaining some. We started the coffee nursery bed. So we are telling that, we have a problem. Our coffee are not giving the real yield we given because they were of poor quality. Decided to come up with a coffee nursery bed, and we established a coffee nursery bed. Farmers to get improved coffee seedlings. Slowly by slowly, they discovered that farm implements or whatever they are expensive, but some were fake. So we decided also to come up with we established a farm supply shop within Chotera. So now farmers are able to get in, from the farm supply shops, they are able to get at credit if they don't. They are able to get real things which are not fake. And as I told you, that cooperatives are there. They are established to give fair service at fair prices. See? So now farmers buy farm inputs at a cheap, and which fertilizers are not fake. Coffee is bought at a fair price. Their coffee is bought at a fair price. We are big because now we have also an extension department. Farmers, we have extension workers who go deep in the village, sensitizing and training farmers how to manage their coffee business. At free of charge, we have market access, market linkage, because we are able now to, to interact with the buyers, even buyers abroad. We have, I told you within that conference that we are fair trade satisfied. So we are fair trade satisfied. Those people, the buyers within the fair trade, they are able to give farmers a fair price and a premium at the end of the year. And farmers are given something more than what they, the price so they offered. Not only that, we established a circle. Now, Kasali Farmers Cooperative Society has got a circle. Now we have two cooperatives. We have this one for coffee, and we have another one for business, for money. So now, if a farmer finds himself or herself in sort of job of cash, she comes within, gets a loan. Loan has interest rate of 1.5 per annum, which is 18. It is a fair rate, and it will be said they are this. It's there, whatever they to decide now from them to come. And also the credit period, it's upon side. One may say that I would pay in case it's ready. 1 2 years using coffee. So now this there.
Very encouraging story. So excited about your commitment, so that to share experiences of lending money to each other, being able to buy fertilizer, you managing chain right from the start, like the fact that a shop where you get input, and now even a circle where you can borrow. See collection area, how far able to grow it from there. So I would like you to tell us how this cooperative empowered farm collaborated with PDM.
Okay.
PDM to drive growth. I've been told that you've cooperated with PDM to drive.
As Uganda, can I call it, agents? Because that got money, PDM, some of them were to buy things. You know, when start feed our they don't meet who are interested within our training. So most of these are people. So when Uganda chose us to be, our agents, we actually those are very happy to, to collaborate with people. Right now, we are able to, coffee management. I mean, when we to get from it begins the day one, at least choosing where to plant, and the coffee agronomy. The day of where to how to dig the real plant it. So all the extended PDM beneficiaries by us free of, and these people, as I told you, that they knew us before. They knew us before even started. So now they have coffee, but by the us at a, as I told you that our staff, we have a gender officer who is supposed to this. As I told you that now comfortable because they know how to coffee, they know how to manage it, they know pick it, try it, they know where to sell it at just a fair linkage. Is farm inputs, they are able to get farm inputs at a cheap great. Only the major problem is they are at, because people are not minding very much about, and they were not that farm is a business. Now, them are most of the, you could tell a person at least to plant, saying, what can plants do for me? But now we have, we have created a weather period that now people have changed their minds. They look further than they used to. Now they see coffee as a real business. They have planted these improved varieties, high-yield varieties. A person could think of, say, as I've said, 10 plants as almost nothing. But admiring a person who has a small shop there with 10 bars of soap, okay, not knowing that 10 plants were more than even a person with 1 million shilling can shop. Now people have realized they have changed their minds and they are looking after coffee. See, I always tell people that you grow coffee, feed it, and in the future it is going to feed you. Now they have realized that the coffee can feed them. Yeah.
Yes, that is,
And not only that,
yes.
our trainers also hint about business. They get business knowledge. They don't only talk about farming and growing coffee, but they also talk about other businesses and how to become an entrepreneur.
Yes.
Eh? Those skills of an entrepreneur. Yes.
Okay, those are very inspiring stories. I just like the way how you've come together, you've shared experiences, you've been able to learn from each other as well, and also the fact that now you are growing. So looking at Masaka region as one of the historical coffee growing areas, how have you been able to convince to replace their old varieties with the new one? I know the new one is high yielding, but you
Yes.
know, when the new varieties come in, you will have to ask the farmer to uproot the old varieties so that they can
Yes.
so that they can buy the plant the new one. So how has that transition happened in your cooperative, embracing
It's,
the new
uh,
varieties?
it is gradual, and I, I may say that actually there is this coffee wilt disease. The coffee wilt disease dries coffee, this old coffee. So now we advise farmers that the only way of getting rid of coffee wilt disease is varieties, these resistant varieties. This is KR, KR. It is Chituza resistant coffee now. What variety? So whenever now a coffee loses, I mean, a farmer loses a plant, he comes to buy this variety. Too easy to change when after he has decided to uproot the old ones and plant these new ones. We don't advise him to do all at once. We advise him to go slowly by slowly. At
Yeah. Is-
do
Yes.
tell them to take them to farmers who started growing the high yielding coffee. When they go there, they admire and they get, their minds get open. They get to realize what it, as you they told him that Vietnam people got the coffee plants first from Uganda. Oh, then when I realized that one, I thought that there was a gap, and that gap was a gap of knowledge. We needed to learn about coffee management, to feed coffee, and the coffee later to feed the farmer.
Yes.
As I told you, we do demonstrations, we do on-farm visits, and farmers, uh, they see with their naked eyes what you are talking of when they do the farm visits, when they do the demonstrations. Yeah.
Okay, great.
So uprooting is not that.
It's not done at once. Now, tell us about KR coffee seeds. In fact, some people are asking where one can get the seeds. So compare the two varieties. I know, so you mentioned the coffee wilt disease, but what other benefits does the KR coffee variety have over the old traditional one?
Okay, thank you. Apart from high yielding, high yielding, it's disease resistant. Lot of plants.
The old.
Yeah, madam, if I can come in. Now,
Yes.
if you compare these improved varieties, they are maturing. The old ones, the natives ones, we are taking 3 years to get a flower. But this
That is encouraging. Okay, great. So, Mr. Makindu, I'm coming back to you.
Please.
Apart from the business and the coffee, are there other programs you've done for the farmers, like health, or are there other programs apart from the coffee? I know coffee can transform communities, but are there other programs that you've done for the farmers?
Oh, yes. As I don't know whether I know much about cooperatives. One of the principles of cooperatives is that we concern for the community. Concern for the community. So cooperatives are there to improve the economic and social well-being of their members and the social and economic well-being of all the people in the area. So, so far, there are a number of schools we have helped with the solar panels, okay? Schools which so within our area of operation. And there are schools we have provided with desks, tables, and sometimes to bridge some, okay? Because our vehicles have to go. But if the area is impassable, a certain swap is impassable, we work with the community, and we clear that area. So actually, much of the work has been done in schools by providing some with solar energy, lights, giving them beds, giving them desks, bringing some swamp areas. And as I told you that we do the training for farmers. We do the accountability. We don't stop on that one. We also talk and train and sensitize them about the environment. Yeah? So if also the environment is not is left alone, we are not going to get our coffee, which we want.
Yes.
So we are much closer to the environment.
Yes.
the youth empowerment, gender. We are about women. Sometimes back they wanted to business, but they lacked capital because they had no collateral to, security to mortgage to the bankers and the finance houses. But now we are able to get, they are able to get credit free or without collateral. So we have trained these women also to engage in coffee, because coffee was for men, as you know, in the Bugafe, and big animals like cows and whatever. But now with gender, we have censored these people. Everything is shared. It's shared. Youth have been empowered and encouraged to join the cooperative. And to start income generating activities. Actually, we have 3 nursery beds for youth. Now youth are able to get coffee seedlings from their nursery beds and to sell some to generate income. We have encouraged this youth to join us. Okay. And we are very much after youth. We have about 15 employees here, but most of them are youth. Most of them are youth.
Okay, you are really having impact in the community. So my question to you now, Mr. Makindu, is in the cooperative society, apart from the business of trading, I would like you to share with us the skills you have. What are the important skills for a farmer cooperative society? I know you need agronomists, you need extension workers, but for the benefit of people here who belong to other farmer groups, give us the list of skills that someone should have to be able to grow their crops successfully, grow and trade their crops successfully.
One of the skills, all the skills I could talk about, you remember during the conference, they are entrepreneurship skills. Entrepreneurship skills. We remember we said that it doesn't matter how much one went to school, but what matters is the head, as I told you that in Latin, we call a capital, caput. Okay? Caput is the head. The UK people say the capital is manna, but the capital is not manna. Capital is the head with knowledge. So we are training, first of all, that the was that you see, people, we have got what, as I told you, that mindset. Mindset. We have now the different skills, pruning, to apply, or weeds are the most dangerous pest in coffee. Coffee feeds on, the roots are just so when weeds are not eliminated from handling was a problem where my type of coffee to pick, how to pick it, when to pick it, how to dry it, when to dry it. You see, as I told you that we are coffee exporters, we have tried very much to learn from the Bazungu what type of coffee they want. They want you people with the coffee. Those green bed is acidy and alkaline. It is not good for them. So these people, they never knew that, you know.
Mr. Makindu, I think we lost.
The farmers are now also have acquired the skills. We have trained them in water and soil conservation. So now they are able to conserve their soils and to conserve water. Okay. Okay.
So
here.
yes.
Okay. Let me come in, madam.
Yes.
Our farmers in the field to manage their shamba as well. Second, to have professional in finance, which go in the farmers groups via CLA. They teach financial literacy. Then we also have marketing. The marketing department, that's what most of their work is to do, to prepare our farmers to market their produce. We also have gender sensitivity to see that people, they get equal opportunities. Basically, those are major one, including the digital intelligence, because now we have the youth. We are teaching them not to use this smartphone only for social, but also to, not only go to TikTok, but they should also transform that knowledge into business.
Okay, great. So we want to thank you for sharing your story with us. We are going to take some questions now. We've turned off the videos so that we can improve our connection. So we have Richard Welishe here who said he visited Masaka and he's encouraging the coffee farmers to add has avocado growing a very paying crop. Mr. Makindu, have you considered avocado for your farmers?
Actually, it is a new idea.
Yes.
We are trying to talk about it, but no, those leaves of avocados are not good. They are not good. To
Yes.
And the ebinas.
That is coconut.
Coconut and ebinas. Ebinas.
Yes. Okay. Do you put in some food crops?
Yeah, food crops is the
Of course, yes. We
Yeah.
said they interplant with banana plants, okay?
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay, great. So we are looking at the questions now. Katana Mili is asking, how do you encourage farmers to join cooperatives? Most people want to do things alone because they have a competition spirit. So now maybe Mr. Makindu, we can address that competition spirit. How did you overcome it in your cooperative?
Well, that gentleman is right. People want to be, you
It's
know,
a lady. It's a lady.
it's a lady. But most
Katana
people,
Mili, yes.
yeah, they are selfish. People who are selfish.
Yes.
But I told you that, you know, Katikkiro bulijjo atera nti bw'oba oyagala okutuuka ewala genda ne banno. Ne kati bw'oba oyagala okuwona there is what we call liability. Ate okugamba bwe mujja ne mwegatta kumu no ne mugatta finance zammwe zombi kaganda bw'abaawo okufiirwa olaba nti tekukosa nnyo. Tekukosa nnyo. As I told you that, cooperatives came to stop man exploiting another man. So in case you are not an exploiter and they don't want to exploit other people, you work with your fellow friends, work together. Or, as I told you that the English people got that word cooperatives from Latin cooperi. Cooperi means work with others. If you want to succeed and to succeed in a good way, you have to work with your fellow friends. So
okay.
we encourage these people. First of all, as I told you that we are few, but these people, they came to realize that when you work with your fellow friends, you can get more than you get when you are alone.
Yes.
And easier, because as I told you that now we have about 2.4 billion shillings. This money we could not realize, we could not collect it, we could not have it if we had not joined hands. Now we have just come, and there are people who we met in business, but those people are still mediocre. For us, we have started exporting coffee to European countries. We have trucks, a number of trucks. We have a grading machine. We are trying to improve that night. We are becoming bigger and bigger and bigger. People are wondering where we are getting money. But there is nowhere we get money because cooperatives are autonomous and independent. Okay, they are not government bodies. But when they come to realize that we have been able to succeed, and we are still succeeding because of coming together, because of being with many heads. Omuganda agamba nti emitwe ebiri gisinga ogumu. As I told you that emitwe egirimu amagezi ye capital. So emitwe gye tulina egirimu amagezi kati mingi, kati tutaddeko n'abavubuka. Kati nze nkadde n'abavubuka bo bakwata kompyuta bakomawo ne baŋŋaa chairman, kati tukole bwe tuti, kati chairman kino kyekiriwo, ne tutandika okutambula. Naye abo abasalawo gamba nti ate katukole ffekka bali mabega waffe. You get me?
Nkutegeera bulungi ssebo, okukolagana kintu kirungi.
Abantu baadimaliga ebintu ebyo mubikoze mutya, naye nga mugenzi kola nnyo, naye mutuuseeyo mutya, nga tubagamba ekintu kimu nti lwakuba tukola ne bannaffe, lwakuba emitwe tulina ebiri tetulina gumu, lwakuba obusente bwaffe obutono tubugatta n'obwagundi butono n'obwagundi obutono ne tuweza nnyingi, lwakuba abantu batwagala, lwakuba omanyi cooperatives are meant to fight poverty.
Yes.
Cooperatives are meant to fight poverty. Nina nekyokulabirako, waliwo cooperative society erimu bagiyita Alamathea. kati bo balunda nti bali abantu 52 bali mu Netherlands naye bagaga bali abantu 52 twali tubeebuuzaako mwe mwakikola mutya nibagaa nti we joined hands ffe tewali alina ttaka liri ku bugwe ettaka lyaffe twaligatta ne tugatta emitwe ne tugatta finance ne tutandika okulunda embuzi naye nga mu nsi yonna ekyo ekibiina kya Lamathea ekiri mu Netherlands kyekisinga okutunda amata g'embuzi mu nsi yonna n'olwekyo buli lw'oyagala okugenda mu maaso ate ng'ogendayo mangu olina kwegatta ne banno.
That is true. Yes, what Mr. Makindu is saying, it's really the power of working together.
Yeah.
He said that, you know, when you come together, you have more than one brain, and brains have wisdom, they have knowledge and experiences. It is better to work with, if you want to achieve bigger things, it's better to work with others as opposed to going alone. Yeah. Yes, and he has given an example of that Lamathea Cooperative Society that, I mean, they say they don't own land, but the power of working together is what has made them very successful.
That's it.
Yes, for the people who may not understand Luganda, you will bear with us. We are just trying to balance to make sure that we are able to communicate and also that others are able to get the information we are sharing. So, Mr. Makindu, we have some feedback in the chat. Dixon Tuzari Ray, you said you host farmers on a family radio, giving them opportunities on how to benefit from farming. Thank you so much for doing that. Martin Akampuria, you said it's a great story. You're saying, what are the tips of mobilizing people to start running a cooperative? I think Mr. Makindu has shared those. Henry Mukasa, you would like to appreciate KACFA, yes, for freely allowing them to access information on cooperatives, business, and market linkages. They are always willing to share information. Mr. Makindu, you have a friend in Henry from Nalubale Coffee Farmers.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So, Emmanuel Otim, okay, how many members did you start with? I think you said you started with 5 people.
We started 8. We are 8
people. Yes, and now then they had to mobilize other people to meet the criteria of starting a cooperative to 30. And how many are you now?
Now it is 1,078 members.
Yes, 1,078. That is great growth, and we congratulate you for that. Someone's hand up. Yes, Mr. Makindu?
And more are still coming because people are buying shares now and again.
Yes.
Yeah, they are picking interest.
Which is a very good thing. I am going to ask you, Richard Welishe, to, yes, please ask your question, Richard.
Yeah, I'm Richard Welishe from the Avocado Federation of Uganda, and my passion is growing avocado. I visited the Masaka Cooperative Union, and already they told us that they're doing 10 acres as a cooperative. Mine is just to encourage my brother, my elder senior brother, to adopt the avocado growing. They can start with 10 trees per their member, and if there are 1,000, that is about 10,000 trees. And when time comes for harvesting, it can be a good crop for integration, that when coffee is off season, they can do avocado for export. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Richard. We'll have Mwanja Bernard. Mwanja Bernard, please ask your question. Hello, Bernard. Bernard Mwanja, can you hear me? Hello, okay. We wait for Mwanja Bernard to possibly speak to us. Bernard, can you hear me? Okay. We cannot get to Mr. Okay, thank you so much. So, Mr. Makindu, I'm going to ask you to share your contact people ask for your contact, and also where can we get the KR seedlings?
Okay, Madam. First of all, I want to thank Mr. Richard for the good advice, business advice. And I think that is the major issue we had to during the conference, sharing business and knowledge. So it's a very good advice. We are going to take it and to advise our farmers. You see, it is not also good to depend on just one type of enterprise. That has been something which has backwarded the farmers growing just one type of enterprise. Avocados, now we are going to, to take it. And as I told you, sometimes back we had also radio talks and radio shows. Those helped us also very much to get farmers. Coffee seedlings, improved seedlings. We have our own coffee nursery bed, as I told you. And in case there are farmers, there are groups, there are cooperatives who are interested to buy for their farmers, we can easily supply them. They can contact us.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
My number is 0753 006830. The one of the manager, my manager is 070-222-8369. I said the one for manager is 070-222-8369.
Okay, great. I posted those contacts in the chat. Yes, Mr. Makindu?
That is one for my manager. He's always in office and very cooperative and knowledgeable. He has got this agronomy knowledge. He can offer any type of knowledge that you want. As my manager told you that most of these people we are using, they are skilled, they are knowledgeable, they are trained, and they are learned.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever wants to get more knowledge, more anything from us, the door is open. We welcome visitors who can come and actually see what we are talking about today. People may think that, perhaps they are telling lies, they are doing what?
Okay.
These people from Narubale, we are very near them. They have got a very good shop of coffee. They are very good farmers. Actually, I appreciate the members and the group Narubale. They are doing very good work. They are doing very good work.
Great. Now we have a question here from Nasozi Irene, who is asking about conservation models. And Henry is responding and saying irrigation, mulching, and shades. Can you talk? I know irrigation is quite expensive, but I'm sure you're also using some traditional methods of water conservation. Talk to us the measures that you're putting in place to make sure that your coffee has enough water throughout the year.
Yes, you're welcome, madam. Actually, water is very key. As the Kasali, actually, as a cooperative, we have farmers groups and the community-based educators. That is a grassroots. Now, what do? We make on-farm demonstrations because people, they believe by seeing. So in our training, what we do, it is a hand-on trainings. Okay? So we show them the benefits of soil and water conservation by mulching, digging trenches, then the integration of tree planting, intercropping. So all of those practices which can conserve soil and water. Those we started what members have, but again, even in our own organization, we have development partners. Though irrigation is expensive, but now we collaborate with the government. We can get a system of irrigation worth 30 million to only 5 million. So that one, you gift small scale, those one farmers they have adopted. And through fair trade, we also have a program for climate change, where farmers, they co-fund a little money, and the biggest part of it, 75%, it is done by our development partners. And the farmer, as Kasali, we contribute only 25. So that one we can helps us also to see that farmers, they can manage well their coffee without too much strain of water or the climate changes.
Okay, thank you.
Madam, we are also encouraging our farmers, because our farmers are groups. It is easy for a group of farmers to buy a pump. Okay, if as I told you that in case you stop this selfish mind, if you change the mind of the people, a group of 20 farmers can easily buy an irrigation pump. So we train them not to become cooperators just here at Kasali level, but even at village level. You get me?
Yes, Sebo, I get you very well. We have really
formally these farmers, as I told you, they thought they were not in a business. You could find that a farmer, it wasn't easy for him to buy a weighing scale. And he was selling his coffee in tins, in Smanya Butasa, in Batu. I told them, you buy salt in kilos. You buy sugar in a kilo. But why do you sell your coffee in Butasa? How do you know how much you have sold? So we have been encouraging them even to buy weighing scales as a group. You buy it as a group if you cannot buy it as a single person, so that you can know exactly what you are selling, how much to sell, and what quantities have you sold. And now we are training them to it that they buy irrigation equipment, because we have already got suppliers who are putting in their what is it about? Bataddemu okusaba kwabwe nga baagala basinkana abalimi baffe babaguze pump ezo ez'okufukirira, ezimu ziri manual, they sell them to them as a group at a cheap price. Okay, so when they come to learn it, we can facilitate the credit so that they get those pumps. Are you together?
Yes, we are together. Mwanja Bernard, I have unmuted your mic. Please ask your question. Bernard Mwanja, can you hear us? Hello, Bernard. Okay, Bernard, I think you have a problem with your network. So we are not able to get your question. Maybe you can type it in the chat. Yes, you can type it in the chat. So it's 18 minutes after 10. We have about 12 minutes to go. Mr. Makindu, I am going to ask you to wrap up our discussion today. What would you like to tell? Okay, so here is Bernard's question. I asked if investment clubs are able to invest with the circle, even if they are not coffee farmers. So your question is, are investment clubs able to invest with the circle even if they are not coffee farmers?
Oh yes, very much so. As I told you that cooperatives are there, and they are mindful about they are concerned. One of the principles is the sixth principle, concern for the community. So we think that we have to go with all the community. In fact, we have to make sure that the community loves us. When the community loves us, after loving us, then they will become members. So we call them even during our annual general meetings. During the general meetings, we always share drinks, eats, bites, what, dance. So those people come to know us and to like us. When we call them in our general meeting, when we give them trainings, when we give their schools solar desks, tables, and beds. So in such a way, women and the youth who are not even members, they come and save their money with us. And even we process their coffee and we buy it. We don't mind whether you're a member or you are not a member, but there are very many people who are not members are dealing with us. And the most important thing is because we are honest. Okay?
Yes.
They don't expect to be kitted to their coffee to be stolen from our premises. So people are willing to deal with us, even those who have not seen the benefits of buying shares. They are able to come and
and to benefit.
And to benefit. Now, these PDM members, they have started saving with us. See, bring their coffee. We have trained them that, first of all, people, you see, they were asking for money which was less than 1 million, saying, I just wanted $12. No, I said, you collect the 1 million, $12 ugirete ogitereke mu sako, ojja kugijjayo mpola mpola bw'ogula ebigimusa, bw'ogula with sides, bw'ogula whatever. So people have started saving that because within the PDM, they have started they are happy. So I can even take this opportunity to thank Enterprise Uganda. Mostly me, as I told you that during the conference, I learned much more. This financing, capital, and whatever, internal financing and whatever. So the groups they have helped to form within the area, because most of these member groups are becoming our members. So I'm grateful and I'm thankful to Enterprise Uganda for the good work done.
Okay.
For the good work done. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yes.
I'm grateful for that, and I'm waiting for next year's conference.
Yes, we look forward to hosting you, Mr. Makindu. Thank you so much for sparing some time to talk to us this morning, and for all our participants and listeners in the chat. Mr. Emmanuel Sofali, thank you so much for always being here and telling us about insurance. Those who have not had good network, sorry about that. We hope it gets better next time. The contacts for Mr. Makindu have been shared. Moderator, help us with your contact. I'm going to type my contact shortly. And yes, what other question? Oh, Mr. Makindu, is KACFA registered? David Mesuje is asking, are you registered?
It is registered with the Joshua Cooperative Societies. And the registration certificate is 10. Yeah, it is registered. It is registered.
Okay, it is registered.
Registration number is 10541 RCS.
What is RCS?
RCS. It's Register Cooperative Societies.
Oh, okay, it's a cooperative society. It's not a limited company. Someone was saying they see a limited in your name.
It is not a limited company, but it is a limited cooperative society.
Okay, now someone might need to know what that is.
Okay, well, the word limited means that the liability of the members is limited to the amount of share capital they contributed. So if a society or a company is indebted, in the case you get credit from a bank, and
Yes.
you fail to, the organization fails to pay back. So the lenders, the financiers, they only take the assets of the what? The organization, but they don't take the assets of the shareholders.
Okay,
So
thank
the
you so
liability
much.
of the shareholder, the liability of the shareholders is limited to the amount of share capital they contributed.
Yes,
Yeah,
we get
that
that.
is what limited means.
Okay.
And it must always form part of, it must always be part of the name, because the financiers usually want to know what you are, where would they get their money in case you fail to pay it.
You failed to pay it. Okay, great.
Are we
Mr.
together?
Yes, we are together. Thank you so much for that explanation. So we would like to bring our conversation to an end. I will again thank you for joining us this morning, plus your team. Please send us their greetings and tell the people in Masaka to send the grasshoppers to Kampala, because Kampala people are waiting for them. You said it is
Yes,
raining, so I'm sure that
it
your
is.
coffee is getting enough water, and I wish you a bumper
Yeah.
harvest in the season, and Merry Christmas and
Merry, Merry,
happy 2025.
Merry Christmas to you too. My
Yes.
last message, you tell those people to, when they want to stop exploitation of money by man, let them form cooperatives. If they want to get quality goods, quality services, let them form cooperatives.
Yes. We hear you,
Yeah,
Mr. Makindu. We have your number. We will call you for guidance. So it's 4
please.
minutes to the end of the business recovery series. We want to thank you so much for spending your time with us this morning. We've been having a coffee discussion with Mr. Makindu and his team from KACFA. It's a cooperative, a limited cooperative organization in limited cooperative in Masaka. They've shared with us the benefits, the cooperative advantage of working together, sharing experiences, changing mindsets, being able to get rid of the middleman, working on getting authentic inputs for their businesses, access to market, that is, they call them market linkages. They've also talked about other social activities they do in the communities, supporting schools and also working with the youth, and the benefits to the farmers as well, how they've shared their what did Mr. Makindu call them? Their profit. What did Mr. Makindu? What are they profits? What did you say they are called?
We call them surplus, and
Yes.
English people call it dividend.
Okay, great. Yes.
Dividend.
Yes, and the cooperative is doing very well because the farmers are getting a good price because they are part of the they're fair trade
Fair
certified.
trade.
Yes, this is a great entity that we can benchmark on. Mr. Makindu is a friend of Enterprise Uganda. So as you plan for 2025 and you want to form a farmer cooperative, think about what we've shared this morning. And if you need any help, Mr. Makindu is just a call away. So until next Thursday, join our Enterprise Uganda as we wind up the year. We'll be sharing insights of how the year has been and what we can expect in 2025. Have a great Thursday afternoon. And until next Thursday, bye for now.